Heartbreaking story of Heath Ledger's family after his passing. Heath Ledger tragically passed away at the age of 28. After his passing, Ledger's family feuded on how his estate should be handled as family members disapproved of the executor. Brokeback Mountain star Heath Ledger passed away as his career took off on January 22, 2008. He passed away from a prescription medication overdose and was found by a masseuse and his housekeeper, who called 911. Unfortunately, emergency services could not help Ledger, and he passed away, leaving a large hole in his fans, friends, and especially his family's hearts. The Dark Knight actor was survived by his parents, his many uncles, his 3 sisters, and his young daughter, Matilda, who was only 2 years old at the time of his death. In 2018, his father, Kim Ledger, spoke out on Nova's podcast, Addiction. He revealed that the blow of the loss of his son was made worse because he found out through the media. Ledger's father watched as responders took his child's lifeless body out of his Soho apartment, which was an image that would stay with him forever. He could not believe his son had passed. To make matters worse, Kim then had to deal with his brothers, Mike and Hayden, publicly criticizing his management of Ledger's estate. Kim, his wife, and his daughter were left Ledger's estate. Ledger had last updated his will in 2003 before he was Oscar-nominated for his role Brokeback Mountain. Furthermore, the will was last amended before Ledger welcomed his daughter with actress Michelle Williams. Consequently, Matilda and Williams, who separated from the Australian actor a few months before his passing, were not included in his will. As a result, many believed it meant Matilda would not receive an inheritance. At the time, Ledger's uncle Hayden told the media that he had concerns for Matilda and how the funds would be distributed. However, Kim released a short statement after the will was released and said that both Matilda and Williams would be taken care of. That's how Heath would want it to be. Kim stressed that Matilda was the family's highest priority and her mother was an integral part of the family. Therefore, Ledger's daughter would receive an inheritance from his estate. Nonetheless, people reported that Ledger's uncles, Mike and Hayden Ledger, spoke out against Kim handling the estate because he had a lousy track record of managing estates. The uncles claimed that Kim was so bad in handling their father, Sir Frank Ledger's estate, that he was removed as executor when the latter passed away in the 90s. Mike reassured the outlet that Kim's removal as executor was not in the family's interest, but rather their only vested interest was to make sure Matilda was taken care of. He stated that Kim's public statements that he would take care of the young girl were not enough assurance that she would be well looked after. Additionally, the brother said that it was better to have an independent executor for more significant sums of money. It was estimated that Ledger's estate was worth over $10 million. After Kim's estranged brother's statements, he released another statement via a family spokesperson, Dean Cassidy. On behalf of Kim, Cassidy declared that they hoped the family members would remain dignified for the sake of Ledger's young daughter. Later, the situation seemed to have settled as Kim told the Australian Sunday Times that Matilda would inherit all of Ledger's money. He said the family gifted everything to Matilda. However, accountant Mark Dyson, who was made executor of the estate, said he could not disclose how much she would inherit. The Sunday Times had estimated that Ledger's estate was worth $16.3 million. It is unclear whether the legal matters were resolved and how much Matilda received, but she seems to be doing well with her mother. She is now 16 years old. In 2019, Williams discussed her then 13-year-old daughter while on an episode of Live with Kelly and Ryan on what would have been Ledger's 40th birthday. The My Week with Marilyn star said that when it came to her daughter becoming a teenager, everything was so far, so good. She joked that Matilda had not made a dramatic transformation in her personality yet. Williams, who is now married to American theater director Thomas Kyle, met Ledger on the set of Brokeback Mountain. They started dating. welcomed their daughter but split up a few months before he passed. Unfortunately, it is hard to keep up with Williams and her daughter as neither have social media, so fans only hear about them during a rare interview.